the right idea. Cover, smother, and maul. Third technique in the series is the exact same concept from behind, also cover, smother, and maul, but now from a grab from behind. Okay? Now, obviously, context is important here. You're at a party and someone taps you on the shoulder. That's going to merit a very different response than we're at a parking garage late at night or whatever else. But a lot of predators, even though they come up from behind, will very well lightly grab and spin you around. The psychogratification of seeing the fear in your eyes and different things like that. There's a lot of evidence that a lot of people will spin you even though they come up from behind. Right? So again, context considered, that situation. Now, we really don't know, for example, which hand they're grabbing with, right? We don't know exactly what's going on. Again, we need a very generic response that's basically going to change the dynamic of the situation, okay? So cover and smother and maul does that. So if I grab her on the shoulder, she's going to bring her hands up, cover first, and she's going to go with this pull, right? And most people's natural instinct is to try and resist and yank out of the grip, which just basically means you get spun slower, right? Rather, go with the pull, and that is her smother. So when I grab her and pull her in, she comes in, and now she's running me over. And again, it's that change of the initiative, taking the initiative, changing that dynamic that's so important. I think I've got her dead to rights. I think I've got a sucker punch, and suddenly she's exploding into my face. What changed? Right? What the heck? Right? That's that change that we need, right? From defense to offense, okay? So, breaking this down more importantly, okay, to protect against the punch, when she covers, her hand comes up, right, to protect. So if I try to punch her with this arm, okay, this is covered here. Not only that, but again, she's going with the pull, so she's coming in close, so I can't, right, get that punch off with any power. If I happen to be grabbing with the other hand and she doesn't know, her other hand is up in front for the same reason. So when I come around, right, this arm, right, is not going to help her, but that's why this hand's here. Okay? So she's covered pretty well from both arms. Okay? And again, she smothers. Notice that she still steps into me. She's trying to put her foot basically between my feet and launch it into me. Right? You need to be careful with your partner with that elbow when you come around. But in reality, that'd be great. She's not just spinning around and looking at me. Aha! Right? And now we're in a sparring match, boxing match, whatever else, but she's in long range. We seize the initiative. Now, if it's wrist or elbow, it might be difficult for her to raise her arm up, but she still protects down behind her arm, her shoulder. Right? She gets her chin down, her other arm still comes up to protect, and we're again into the face. Right? One of my pet peeves, we're going to switch for this, right? So sometimes Lisa doesn't always know the way, so I want her to do it wrong, right? So one of my pet peeves on this is we want to be careful, right, that we keep, again, context considered, threat level considered, right? But when I come around, I'm in here. I can maybe get a headbutt. Here's the hand right here in the face. I protect it here, right? Drives economically, from an economy of motion standpoint, it makes no sense at all for us to then stand up here and then start hitting and punching and kicking them. My hand is right here. It's there to do things right there. Keep it, the pressure on, go right into it. Fourth one in our series is same concept of generic response. And also, last one we did, with the cover and smother from all from behind, we talked about basically, instead of resisting the momentum, going with it and using that for our offense. Same thing on this one, but this one's going to be a little more chaotic. Okay, you need some type of jacket or lapel, for just so we don't tear the t-shirt or whatever someone's wearing or whatever for that. So appropriate grips for the purpose of drilling. Right, so these got jacket on so I can hold on. But basically, I'm grabbing and I'm just throwing around. I'm shaking. I'm trying to disrupt balance. And again, most people try to catch their balance and resist the motion because they don't like getting thrown around. Okay, we want to be able to. It's tough to do, but we want to be able to try and embrace that chaos and look for opportunities that it creates to actually help us with our own strikes. So this momentum that I'm giving her when I'm pulling her around is actually helping pull her into a strike. Okay? Now she has to find that middle part and go with the momentum instead of being off balance. but if I pull her in, boom, I'm pulling her into knee strikes. I'm pulling her into elbows, right? Pulling her side to side, I'm turning her hips for her. That helps with those crosses, right? Now, again, this is very chaotic, and there's more of a risk, right, for accidents happening as you up it up even just 30-40%, right? You're getting thrown off balance, and it's again unpredictable. And so easy to get, their face goes one way, and even it's very easy to kind of catch an elbow in the face or whatever. So you can do it. You can certainly do it at that speed to get a feel for it. You want to ramp it up, put a motorcycle helmet on, put some elbow pads on, and play with it a little bit more. And it doesn't take much to realize how much power you can really get if you embrace the momentum that they're giving you. Right? And again, they think that they've got you thrown around like a rag doll, and you in turn change the dynamic of the situation by using that to your advantage.